อีกกี่คนเนี่ย
FAHKUMRAM. After being convicted for murder wrongly, FAHKUMRAM now must fight for his freedom, as well as his wife and daughters. FAHKUMRAM comes with unique tools, absurd damage, especially with floor breaks. He has powerful 50-50s. He can be extremely oppressive with his far-range mids. He has full guard breaks at wall and a damaging, almost impossible to break wall grab. FAHKUMRAM clearly has the tools to win Iron Fist, but can he? Now we are about to get on with the tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I definitely enjoyed making it, you know. So yeah, just a little quick 1-minute overview. And before we begin, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Everything really helps the channel grow. And we're just looking to get better at this, do more of these, you know. So anything really helps. And thanks you guys, and enjoy the tutorial. See you guys on the next one. Peace.
And welcome back to the channel, you guys. We are actually doing the FAHKUMRAM tutorial now. Oh yes, it is about time. So before we begin, if you guys enjoy seeing how much work I put into this, you know, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Everything really helps, and it just helps the YouTube algorithm. That's it, you know. So yeah, this is Stranger Danger from Silhouette Gaming, and I hope you guys enjoy and are staying safe out there. Alright, so first part of the tutorial, we are going to talk about his punishers. 24 damage, right? Let's do this. 24. This is his 10 frame punisher. He actually has very strong punishment. You guys seen these gimmicks at the wall and stuff, right? So what happens is he wants you at the wall, you know. So this move actually wall splats you. This is 1-4. It comes out of his 1 jab, right? So 1-4. Yeah, 10 frame wall splat move. It's becoming a little bit more popular, but it's still a very strong tool. Because jabs are the fastest things you can do generally. You know? So if like the fastest thing you can do is a wall splat, that's a very powerful tool, you know? Yeah, so FAHKUMRAM has a really powerful tool in his disposal with that. Yeah, it's pretty far. This does not actually give you a splat. It looks like it does, but it doesn't. Oh, I messed that up. Alright, let's try that again. Just to show you guys. It does not give you a screw. I mean, don't give you a screw. But yeah, it looks like it does, but it doesn't. So yeah, that's his 10. 1-4. Use this a lot, you guys. And then he also has for plus frames. Let's do this. Put the player info on there, right? You get +5. His jabs, but it also comes in a mix-up. Alright. Third hit is not guaranteed, but third hit is also safe. But look at the forfeit delay time, you know. Yeah. So it's not safe, but yeah, you're always gonna throw out your jabs and your 1 jabs. Like there's just all the time. You know what I mean? The fastest moves you can do are generally what you want to do. You know, most of the time. So yeah. And this is the risk to reward feature of this is really high. First of all, it is safe. You know. You get plus frames on hit, right? Yeah. Quick recovery. Yeah, so jabs are always good. So that's that. But yeah, this is definitely his punisher. Definitely do that. Right. Yeah, for second, for his 12, 4-2-1. Just like this move, 1-4. 4-2-1 is a little bit farther, and it actually wall splats also. He not only has a 10 like Gigas to wall splat, but he has a 12 like Paul. So we can actually 12 frame punisher. He can actually wall splat you for pretty far too. Another thing to note about this move, it's just -12. So if anything, you're eating a 12 frame punisher also. But on top of that, when I decide to stop being bad, even though they're highs, you can actually use it to push to wall. And it's very easy because you're running, so you're holding down the forward button anyways. So if you're holding down the forward button, you can just simply press 2-1. You don't even have to do this. You know? Let's take him off of here. This is kind of annoying. Yeah, so you don't even have to do that. Right? And it's interesting to note that sometimes that does miss, you know, just so you know. So yeah, go for this sometimes. You know, it's very fast, good recovery, push them to wall. Yeah, so that's his 12 frame. He actually does have 13, which is his down forward 1, you know, and also his 3. So let's get into those, right? So his down forward 1. It is a very good tool. This is probably people's most popular, well, most needed moves. A really quick mid, just a poke tool, right? He actually has 2, and he has strings in both of them. So yeah, that's really crazy. This is guaranteed. Down forward 1-2 is guaranteed for 27, right? But the second move is a high. It gives you +6, so that's pretty good. You know what that means? You sidestep, bang. Clipping them. Trust me, you guys. Clipping them. Yeah, so this works. Also, you can use that to wall travel also. If they're just slightly by the wall. Well, not that. But yeah, but if they're just slightly by the wall, just push them there, you know? Or you can run up and do it too, but yeah, so this actually pushes them to wall pretty easily too. Yeah, but he also has his extensions from the down forward 1. Anybody with multiple things to do from down forward 1 is amazing. First of all, look at this. This is +8. You know what that means? That means if they do anything, they're getting clipped. You know, they're getting clipped. +8 is a lot, you guys. +8 is amazing. So yeah, that this is a counter hit Punisher, right? His down forward 1-4, but only on counter hit. Yeah, he also has the cancel 4 into 3 into that low, and then that gives you the instant hell sweep. So he actually has a hell sweep from his mid jab. That's crazy, right? That's crazy. Very unique. Let's just mention it right now. Sometimes I actually do miss the hell sweep, right? Sometimes I do miss the hell sweep, and then you get that, you know. Yeah, so that's pretty good, right? Yeah, so now we're talking about his 3. His 3 is very far. His 3 is extremely far. Even moves in a little bit too. So this is like range 2. You know what I mean? It has an extension, right? Yeah. So it has many extensions. Guard breaks, right? Yeah. So this is his bound move, but it is also a plus frame launcher. That's a natural launcher. That's a natural launcher. This is plus frame, is high, right? It's amazing, amazing move. So yeah, has many extensions to this, you know. Yeah, very good. That's his 13 frame Punishers. Now we're gonna go to 14. 14. Back to 1. Yeah, you guys just saw that. It's very good, right? Natural gives you charge setups, gives you a low. Yeah. So yeah, pretty good, pretty good. That's his 14. Other 14 he has is his knees. First move safe. Second move is guaranteed if the first move hits. Second move is safe. And then they also have an extension just in case. You know? Yeah, just in case if you want to swing it. I do that pretty often at the wall. But yeah, and the last hit, if I can land it, is a counter hit launcher. I guess it was too late. Yeah, the last move is a counter hit launcher. Pretty great. Pretty great. So yeah, just do these, just collect the plus frames. Sometimes you do one. I do one to the grab. I do 2 into the grab. You know, I do 3, finish it. Right. Yeah, so very good for that. That's 14. What else does he have for 14? A very, very, very far range counter hit. Yeah, Punisher, I mean. Very far range. So first of all, that's 14, and it does 20 damage, right? By itself, very far, so pretty good. It actually does a lot of stuff in your combos, right? But you can also collect a lot of plus moves. That's guaranteed. 36. That's 40, you know. 49. That's amazing. That's amazing. This move is really good. If you see your opponent just do anything randomly in the air, just bang. Collect it, you know. Yeah, just collect it. Also to note, since I just mentioned it right there, his 3, right? If you do this, you can get that too. Yeah, yeah. So just to put that out there, just to let you guys know. So from his 3, he can do it too. And since his 3 is safe, yeah, just randomly throw out the knee, randomly throw out the setups, but yeah. So that's his 14. 15! 15, you guys know what it is. You guys know what it is. He gets a launcher. He gets his launcher. Yeah. Down forward 2, 4. Mid high. Alright, so for 15, he actually has down forward 2, 3. I have quarrels with this move. The first move is very has no range. You guys saw it there. First move has no range, even though it's mid, and the second move does have range. You know, it does have range, but it's a high, right? A duckable high. So you're at minus frames. You're eating a little bit of damage if you miss it, but if your opponent ducks you, you're eating the whole thing. You know. Yeah, so you're eating the whole thing. It's like, why even put that in there, you know? Yeah, if it's a high for the second move, at least make it safe to make people want to duck. You know? But yeah, that's what he has. It's a very good move, you know. Not gonna lie. Still very good move. And you generally will not get 18, right? Minus 18 frames. But I'll put this in there anyways, because like a lot of people do, and I don't really see why. But I'll just do it just for the, you know, consistency, I guess. He does have a launcher at 18. This move is everything. This move is everything. High damage launcher, right? Far range. What else does it do, right? Plus on block, you know, plus on block, plus 6. That means you can do whatever, right? You can literally counter hit them if they try to swing at you, right? Yeah, this move is everything. It's amazing. Yeah, let's get into his while standing punishment. For while standing punishment, he has while standing 4. His while standing 4 is nothing special, but it is. He does have very long limbs, so sure, we'll take it, right? It doesn't give you amazing plus frames. It doesn't knock down like Leo's, but I mean, plus 5 is nothing to laugh at. It's just more characters have better frames than that, you know. So yeah, that's for 4. For 13, he has a knockdown. Yeah, he has a knockdown. So this is mid. This is mid high, right? 32 damage total, knockdown. The second move is safe. Let's see if I can get that. Second move is minus 9. It is safe. Yeah, it does a lot. You know, pretty good. Yeah, it's very good. So now you have your 15, which is his jumping knee, right? This is 3. And then you do the exact same combo. You know, So yeah, his 3 is a knee, minus 13. Yeah, 20 damage. Yeah, it's what he has for 15. And then he also has this, which is the 2. 2 goes into his mix-ups. Yeah, so 2 goes into his mix-ups. He has the 3 strings from there, right? Yeah. So 2-4, right? It's not guaranteed or anything, but it's very good. And that's 16 frames. Yeah. So yeah, this has been his punishment guide. Hey, what is good, you guys? Stranger Danger from Silhouette Gaming, and we are here talking about FAHKUMRAM's neutral game. His neutral game. Oh yes. His neutral game is actually pretty good, I gotta say, even though like neutral game should be balanced by lows, and his lows aren't that great. I mean, he has quick low pokes, you know. But yeah, look at them. They're not plus on any kind, right? Yeah, so that all kind of sucks, but like, what are you gonna do, right? So first, let's get started with his most popular move, his most important move, I would say, his down 4-1. His down 4-1 is actually very important. Yeah, let's change this guy, put him over here. So plus 8. Plus 8 is a mid 10 frame, which is actually low for a down 4-1, but yeah, plus 8 is actually a lot of plus frames. It's nothing to laugh about, right? But then he also has plenty of extensions. This one is guaranteed. The 2 is guaranteed when he chooses to not block again, right? And it also gives you huge plus frames too. Still plus 6 is nothing to laugh at, right? You can do the down 4-1 by itself. You can actually go into the non-safe and non guaranteed 4, right? But then he also could go into his hell sweep, right? Yeah, so you can actually cancel the 4 to go into his hell sweep, or a mid, right? And the mid is actually neutral. So what does that mean? You can sidestep and get fancy, you know? I do that a lot. Just a quick reminder that if there's anything that's like -1, -2, -3, maybe even -4, you know, you can actually go for a sidestep and try to launch, you know? Yeah, a quick launcher. So yeah, I say go for it, right? But yeah, so that's a down 4-1. It's actually very good. This one is -13, so you're actually eating that a pretty big launcher. I mean, not a launcher, but a punish. But he actually also has yeah, his hell sweep, and you know how hell sweeps are. They're launch punishable. His is no exception. Yeah, he's eating big damage. So yeah. That's that. And then next you're gonna go for his regular jab, because we're talking about neutral, right? So this is actually just 7 damage. This is a high. It got extensions. +1 on block, as you guys can see, right? On block, it still gives him plus, but on hit, it gives him +8. So he's plus either way, right? It got extensions, the jab, right? It's also safe, and you're gonna do this randomly, anyways. In the neutral, if they jump in the air, you just hit them, right? Neutral game is very good. Yeah, and then it got, these 2 are guaranteed if they hit, if the first one hit, but he also has a 3rd extension of a 1 that's not guaranteed. But yeah, it is a mid, is also safe, right? As you guys can see, is -6, but then he has a very, very, very delayable final hit. This thing also works on your wall, right? This is your wall hit, and then it flips you over, right? So this move is pretty good. It has a lot of utility. Your opponent don't know when you're gonna stop. If you do this a lot to them, they will actually start blocking the last hit. They kind of have to, right? It's a knee. Yeah. So that's that altogether. 4 strings, pretty good. Next, I want to talk about another 13 frame, just like his down 4-1, which is 13, right? Which is his regular 3. This thing is, yo, get out my area, get out my zone, right? This move is just a really quick poke together. that does 50. That does 62. I thought it did 52. Wow. Okay. So yeah, this is not guaranteed, right? As you guys can see, he's blocking, right? But yeah, it's mid. You can do the one by itself, right? Or you can go into the mid, right? Or you can change it up, because now this is getting into his character design, which is it has a lot of stance cancels and stuff like that, right? He actually has this type, the 4/4. You cancel the 4 with another 4, and then he actually goes into that +6. So even though you're trying to do a launcher on this guy, it's +6. So which is crazy, right? This is really scary at the wall, because you can do that, which will like guard break, hit the wall, and then you do your wall combo, right? Whichever one you want to do, right? Or you can just go for like catching him from sidestepping. This is actually a homing move. So it's a homing move. It's a high, which that's not a positive. Why would I say that, right? But it's a homing move, and it's plus frames, and it's a launcher. So yeah, that by itself, if you give that to any other character, yeah, they'll gladly abuse that, right? That's very good. That's very good. So yeah, that's that. But then what else does he have? He actually has the 3. So from 3, you actually for 3/1, right? Also safe, non-guaranteed. But then you get strings out of this too. So you get strings from the 4, right? But you also get strings from the 1. See that? Another quick low poke, agitate your opponent, right? But then you can also get the 4/4. So look at this. The one is a low, right? What's the natural mix up for a low? A mid, right? You see that? Those are 2 mids. So yeah, yeah, very good. Let's see about this. See that? The 3rd hit, if it catches you, the 4th hit will also. So yeah, that's pretty strong. That's pretty strong. Next, I want to talk about his down forward 4/4. You guys can see that, right? It's safe at -8 and it's +8, so that's pretty cool, right? 15 frame. This actually has a secondary hit, which is the 3, and it guaranteed, right? It is a high though, right? And this actually wall splats very comfortably, especially because he moves in. He does a second step, right? So yeah, it actually moves in. It's very good off of that. Yeah. So mid high. Yeah, altogether 35 damage is what you have. Now you guys see this, right? It's very linear. What is the natural mix up for this? His back 3. His back 3 is a very good move. Like on counter hit, it actually gives you a launcher, right? Yeah, for big damage it's 27, but on counter hit I think it gives you 32. Yeah, so for big damage that's not even max, you know. Yeah, so this gives you 32. It is a high. Yeah, and it's your homing move. It could comfortably wall splat also, but in the neutral, if you mix, look at how long he's doing that for. You can get punished pretty hard. So just keep that in mind. It also has pretty weird range. Like it is very far, but sometimes it looks like it's supposed to catch and it just doesn't. You know, it caught there maybe because Gigas is big. Yeah, so it's kind of weird. Next, I'm gonna talk about his 2. Right, his 2 can go into like the same lows that we just mentioned with 3. Right, so yeah, just little quick lows to agitate your opponent, right? But then he also has like yes, mix-ups for that too. He has plenty of mix-ups, so yeah, you guys should definitely figure that out. There's a lot of them, so yeah, he has tons of strings, you know. But yeah, so his 2, it starts off with a 12 frame, you know what I mean? 8 damage, but nothing's guaranteed, but everything is annoying. Right? So this is just his 4/4, just 2/4/4, right? And yeah, quick low, agitate your opponent, and then yeah, just do whatever you want to do from there, right? So what else would you want to do? You can do his magic 4. So a brief rundown of what a magic 4 is. Somebody asked me to make a tutorial for generics, and I'm definitely gonna add a tutorial on magic 4s, you know. they kind of need a video on their own for sure, and I'm definitely gonna do that. You guys know this already, but a Magic 4 is when there is a single kick. Katarina, Law, quite a few characters have it now, but yeah, it actually hits them in the air on counter hit, right? So that's why they call it a Magic 4, because first of all, it's the 4 button, right? And you can actually, some characters, Leo has it, but Leo can't launch, you know. Some characters can't launch, but then if you have a launcher that's that fast, this move is safe, and it's 12 frames. You guys see that, right? Yeah, so if anybody has a way to launch them, it's a very good move, very quick move, you know. And for him, he actually does. And so what happens with this is you do the 4, and then you do 3, right? And you cancel the 3. You cancel the 3 with a 4, and then you get that. So what happens in there is he's in an airborne state, and you just picked him up again, and now you can actually combo, right? Yeah, so now you can actually combo, but you kind of have to keep him in that airborne state, right? You got to get the cancel right. It's not that hard, you guys. It's really not. But yeah. So his Magic 4 is actually very good. A lot of times when you first start the round, let the rounds begin right here. You can just do the Magic 4. It works. It works very comfortably and very often in the beginning of the round. You know. Yeah. So this is his Magic 4. It's actually very good in the neutral, so definitely use it. You know. Yeah, both hits are actually safe, and then you can actually just not do the Magic 4 and just go for more mix-ups, you know. But then not only does he have like a mid, but he does have a low. I mean a high low, right? So he does have mix-ups from there. He has a lot of ways of going into like a sneaky little low. Yeah, so you're gonna see that a lot. Now I'm going to teach you guys some crazy stuff. I'm surprised that they gave him this. I cannot believe that they gave him this. So his forward 3. His forward 3, first of all, is plus 7, right? 17, nothing guaranteed from it, right? As you guys can see, nothing guaranteed from it. But it is a counter hit launcher. It's a string, and every way is a counter hit launcher, right? Every single way. Let's see if we can get that. So he can actually stutter, instant launcher, right? So this is the 4-4. The 4-4 also by itself is a high that, you know, just gives you plus frames, right? Yeah, it's a pretty good move. Very good actually. Keeps you by the wall because you can go with stuff that like wall splats, right? And this actually just sidestep them, right? Anything like this is very sidestepable. And this just says get out my face, right? This says no, I want to keep you there, right? No, stay on the wall. And if you do get hit by it, you get wall splat. So that's very good for FAHKUMRAM, right? Yeah. So from there, as you guys can see, that actually counter hit launch, right? Bang, that counter hits launch. But then what else counter hit launch? Right, as you guys can see, this also counter hit launch, right? You just got to know the combos, and I'm definitely going to talk about that, but right, it definitely does fully launch, right? There you go. That's the launcher right there. Yeah, so let's see if we can show you that one time. Bang, it launches, right? And then you probably just want to do like 4-4 1+2 or something, right? But yeah, so that works. Yeah, this move is really dirty because no matter what you do, there's a launcher for it. Right. This move is actually what you use for the wall. Right. Yeah. So yeah, he has a lot of stuff that like guard breaks. You know, it's all of his hold gimmicks, and by itself, in neutral, it's not really that strong. As you guys can see, like it just doesn't really do anything, right? But at the wall, he's very scary. So when you have homing moves that are very good, that keeps them at wall, he gets much scarier. You know, he also has a very good grab at the wall. So yeah, Very deadly, very deadly. This is all of his neutral game though, so we're not going to get into the wall game yet. But yeah, when I talk about special properties, this is definitely going to be in there because it's definitely a grab that can do a lot of stuff, you know. Also in neutral, I would like to throw out the 4-2-1 sometimes. I mean 4-2-1. And I know this is minus, but it does reach in pretty far. You can actually run up and do it. You know. Yeah, so this gives you a guaranteed 4-4-1+2. Right, they can't get out of that. But yeah, this wall splats too. It's your 12 frame Punisher. It does a lot. It's very good. Definitely keep that in mind. This is natural at 33. Yeah, but if you failed, you're eating a 12 frame punish. So that's that. It is high, right? Next, we are going to talk about his back 2. His back 2 is a high, -4, right? 15 damage, but you actually have extensions from it. You have another high in his 1, 35 damage, but this is guaranteed, right? Yeah, this is also a 14 frame Punisher of his. If you don't want to do this, right? The back 1, or if you don't want to do these 2, but this is actually another Punisher of his. It's very good. But what you can do from that is give mix-ups, right? He actually has a charge setup from here too, which is you just hold the 1. You see Giga's pushing back, it doesn't really do much, right? But he actually has extensions from that, which is a low. So yeah, he definitely has full mix-up, full range, full control. Yeah, but look at this. It pushes you back. Just in case. The high is actually safe, you know, and it has pushback, so definitely pretty good. I say this move is actually very underrated. I would probably put this in my top 10 now. It's pretty good, you know. Yeah, natural mix up gives you the charge up just in case. Yeah, it does a lot. This move is really good for conditioning your opponent. I definitely got to use it a lot more also. Next, let's talk about his wall bounce. Look at this move. Look how far Gigas is, right? This move, Superman punch. Oh man, Superman, super far, right? So this move is his forward 1+2. Yeah, as you guys can see, it's -7, very safe, right? 26 frame wall bounce for big damage, right? Also wall breaks, just in case if you guys don't know what to do, right? Yeah, but like it also wall breaks if you get close to the wall. Does a lot, you know. Next in the neutral, you kind of want to talk about his 3-4. This looks like it doesn't do anything. It has a little bit of tracking in it. Just drop my phone, you guys. Drop my phone. Alright, so this has a little bit of tracking in it, but what it's mainly used for is the fact that it has big damage and it's keep away tool, right? So this move on counter hit. Let's see how much it is on counter hit. Only 32, you guys. This move gives crazy damage. Yeah, this move gives crazy damage, right? Yeah, so that's something you definitely want to use in the neutral, right? Alright, also in the neutral, you'll randomly want to do his full crouch mix-ups. I know we're not on the full crouch part yet, but yeah. This move is called the lightning elbow. This is the down 1, but he also can do down 2. Right, down 2 I actually like a lot, but yeah. So this is 18 frames. It gives you a lot on hit. I didn't even know it was +8 on hit. So what happens is from here is he actually has the full crouch game now, right? You can actually launch them. If they're predicting you do a ground hit, you launch them, right? Or you can do his full crouch. So this feeds into his mix-up game. But yeah, his down 1. His down 1 or down 2. Down 2, I think, is actually better because it's quicker. Right, it's actually better and because it's quicker. But, yeah. So you have his down 2 and his down 1. His down 1 is 20 damage, 18 frames, and, yeah, it's safe. You know, and then it gives you the mix-up. So yeah, it's very good for that. but I prefer the down 2. But they're both pretty similar in what they do, right? Just duck your opponent, and then put you in full crouch, and then whatever you want to do in full crouch mix-ups, right? So yeah, these are the two down punches, 1 and 2, right? All right, so this move isn't really that great, but it is a very interesting move. It has some utility, so I figured I will put it in here anyways. This move is his down back 3+4. You guys see he sidesteps, right? It's not that great, right? And on block, oh wait, and on block, it is safe, but it's very slow, very clunky, right? But it is a sidestep move, so I figured I might as well just add it in there, right? But yeah, this is 3+4. Down back 3+4 is mid 25 frames, and he's very big, so it's not that great. I don't think you guys would use it much, but I figure I'll put it in there just to be thorough. Okay, now next, hear me out. Hear me out. This move is actually very good. I know it now because I actually saw Knee himself play, and then he actually used this. So, argument over. Okay, so first move is safe. 14 frames, +6, knee, mid, 14 damage. Second hit, natural, also 14. Now it's 28 damage, you know what I mean? But it's only +2 now. They're both safe. So you can throw this out, right? And then when they're expecting a extra hit, just do the grab. Because they're going to see this. They saw this from Bruce. You know what I mean? They saw this from Bruce. They saw this because you do it on the wall. So they're going to see this. And then they're going to realize, oh snap, that's a third hit, right? Let me block. And if you block, you get grab, you get extra stuff, you know what I mean? Yeah, so this move is actually very good for that. The last hit of this move, if they do want to swing at you, if I can hit it, it's a counter hit launcher. Yeah, so that's for that. It's pretty good, pretty great, right? So yeah, I definitely would say use that move. These two are very good. 14 frames too. It's like you gotta it's just so good, you know what I mean? You gotta block it, because how can you not, you know? And they're guaranteed. So yeah, this works a lot online. I do this all the time and just wait for them to block it and then just go right for the wall grab, which is so amazing. Re-wall splat him and do it again. All right, you guys, now we're gonna get into his running part, right? Running is definitely a part of a neutral game, right? So he actually has a 2-string. I figured I'd just put it in there because it's like a mix-up. It's just really quick because it's not really what we're talking about. We're gonna talk about his roaring lance. Yeah, see that? Gives you +5 on block. Right, gives you +5 on block. So this is his 4-4-3. 25 damage, gives you +5 on block. So yeah, he can actually do a lot. It's a mid too. Far range, right? I like it a lot. So yeah, and your opponent immediately feels that they're in like minus frames. So they're gonna block. When they block, you're at advantage, right? You can do whatever you want. When they block, take your free low. When they block, do whatever you want to do, you know what I mean? But yeah, so 4-4-3, very good. But then what's next? 4-4-4-3. His super knee. I love this move. I was watching +15. I actually only got +14. I have it +15 before. But yeah, so this is 30 damage, right? The knee is actually much faster. Yeah, very far. Let's see. Let's see if we can do this. Right, almost hit from that range. That has to be just max range, or I could have delayed the forward a little bit more. Yeah, so you kind of have to get good with your 4-4 forward motions playing this guy, but yeah, even if you don't, the roaring lance is still okay. They're both plus frames, right? So yeah, they're both plus frames either way. It's very good, right? Yeah, but this one is like +1,000,000. So after that, you get a free down 4. Yeah, so just to let you guys know, it's very good. And then after the 4-4-4-3, you get a down 4, right? But roaring lance, nothing guaranteed, but they're at minus frames, so still very good. Oh, one last thing, you guys. He doesn't really have a sissy low kick, right? I just figured I'd put it in here because this next move is like pretty much the same genre of that. He doesn't have a down 4-ish type of move that's not like the generic one, but he does have a dick jab. His down 1 already takes the place of his normal dick jab move, but he has down back 1, which equals the dick jab. So unlike Noctis, who don't have it, he actually can have it, but you have to do down back 1. His down back 2 is already a move, right? But yeah, you can do down back 1. Yeah, it's just a quick stop your opponent tool, right? So then you get to go. Is also put you in crouch, you know. So yeah, it does that. Yeah, so he actually does have a down back 1. This is also really important in neutral, so I figured I'd just mention it here. Especially because he doesn't have a generic down 1. You know, his is a little bit different, so yeah. And then you have to rely on it a lot more because he doesn't have a really sissy low kick, right? Outside of full crouch, because it's supposed to be like this, right? Just a really quick stop, get out my face tool, right? But yeah, so that's that. Yeah, so that's that, right? This has been his neutral game. Alright, you guys, this is his low section, and with his lows, I think his 2 most important lows are probably the down 4, right? Just a really quick one. It's -5, so you don't get no advantage. You don't even get a little bit of advantage. You pretty much end your turn, but it is a little quick poke. And then also his down 3, which is also -5, but this is much better because it actually has extensions, right? Right, so it has extensions. So yeah, I would say those 2 are like his most needed ones, but as you can see, they're both minus frames, so his lows give him like no advantage whatsoever. So the -3 is 11 damage, is a low, you know, and then this one is much stronger at 18. Right, he actually does have a low that gives you advantage though, but it's extremely slow and like no range, like even right here. Well, I guess not right there, but like, yeah, like it. Yeah, it gives you +5, but look at the startup. You know what I mean? 21 frames to start up. Some lows are like 12 frames or like 13 frames. So yeah, 21 is a lot of frames to work with. I often get scared of like when to use this. You know, unless your opponent's laying on the ground. I'm like, when should I? You know. So yeah, this move is like whatever, right? But yeah, it is his most advantageous low though. So keep that in mind. So yeah, this is his down 3 got a lot of extensions. Yeah, you know, it can actually go into another low, so yeah, pretty good. He has strings that goes into lows. I'm just gonna add those anyway. So he has the back 2 3, right? Yeah, back 2 3, and really quick, it also has that mid extension, right? Keeps your opponent guessing, right? He has 2 4-4. Yeah, so the 2 is 12 frames, and then yeah, everything else. What's interesting is the second move of the 4 counter hits, but yeah, that's a completely yeah, do something like that, you know. Yeah, it's pretty much on like the random side of things. It's not really guaranteed, so yeah, from there. But he also has that exact same string, the 2-4-4, but he just has it from 4-4. And what's interesting is the last move of the 2-4-4, if I can get it. Why didn't that work? It counter hits for a animation. Same thing with the 4-4. Yeah, you see Giga's holding his toe and then getting beat up from that, right? So yeah, he can do that from like a lot of different situations from that. Yeah, but his lows really aren't that great. What else does he have for lows? He actually has his Hell Sweep, right? You can do that from his mid jab, right? You can transition from his mid jab, or you can just go for a pump fake, and then instead of going for the low right there, you can just go for a mid with his 1. Nothing guaranteed, but this is like actually 0. So yeah, after this, y'all both at the same advantage. Your opponent might not even know that, so you can just swing at them and just take free damage, you know. And if they see that you're doing that, go for some bigger stuff, you know. Right, whatever the bigger stuff is that you want to do. But yeah. So once they see that you go for the bigger stuff all the time, you know, take your damage, you know. Next I want to talk about his down 1 and his down 2, because they leave you in crouch. So from crouch you can actually do your other hell sweep. Right? Your hell sweep comes from the down, from like full crouch. So he does have a full crouch mix up, because after, like, if you think that he's gonna do the hell sweep, he can actually just do the actual 4, right? Or safer options, right? Definitely don't just think you should do the 3. Actually, sorry, my bad. But don't think you have to do the 3 when you can just do the, you know, safer options. Or 4 actually is a safer option too, right? But yeah, so his full crouch, this actually launches on the second hit, but fully guaranteed on the first one. By itself though, nothing guaranteed. But on counter hit, full launcher. Yeah, so his hell sweep is basically like Kazuya's in that sense, where like if the first hit counter hits, he actually gets a launcher. The first hit by itself won't really do much. It's just a poke. But if you commit, you get the full string. So you have to commit. But once you commit, if you miss, you're dead. He's gonna launch you. Right? He has his his down forward 3, right? It's pretty quick. Only leaves you -1 on block, so I mean on hit. So I mean, I guess, right? This is good to like get close to your opponent and agitate him, right? Just that little quick low kick and then just get out my face, you know, because either way you're gonna be at minus anyways. But that's how he's operated. His lows are like really weak. Yeah. So he has that. Yeah. Another string that he has is his 3-1 and then down 4. Same kick. Yeah, I see that. So in this kick, it leaves him in just crazy plus frames. Nothing guaranteed like the other animations. This one just leaves him at extreme plus frames. But yeah, so his 3-1 is pretty good by itself, right? Extensions, right? But then yeah, he has that down 4 just to tack on right there, you know. Yeah, same frame, same animations, everything. So alright, and for his lows, one last thing to mention is he does not have a generic down 4. This is his down 4, so it takes place of this move. This move will be way better because it's such a fast little poke, right? Extremely duckable, right? So it ducks through a lot. It interrupts. So yeah, this is way better, even though it is -4. But yeah, so that's the last point. Just to let you guys know, he does not have a generic down 4. If you want to do anything from generic, you gotta either go down 2 or down back 1 for his dick jab, right? And then you can go for these, right? That's his interruption tool. So yeah, that's just to point that out. All right, this has been his low section. Alright, you guys, we are back with his launches and moves that are actual counter hit launchers, right? Alright, so for his launcher, let's just get started and check this out. This is interesting. So he actually has 3 hell sweeps. I mean, he actually has 3 raise drives. These two are pretty much identical though, so yeah, just, you know, but they're both launchers. Let's get started on that. I actually have to turn on the rage. Right, that's the 4 one, and then The 3 is the exact same. 17 damage, 24 frames. Both gives you a screw, instant screw. And then you can do whatever combo you want, right? But yeah, it gives you a screw. What's important about this is you actually don't get another screw, so you have to like adjust to that. Let's see if I can do that. Instant bound. Okay. Let's bound early. It does not give you another screw. So you guys see that, right? Yeah, so even if you already have a screw, it doesn't give you a screw either. So yeah, you're stuck with the 1. So I guess if you want to do something like that, you know, it's just good to catch your opponent off guard. You randomly just do stuff. You're at red now, right? Randomly do that. That's the mid, right? And then after the mid, you actually have an extension. So it's a mix-up already on its own. You know. Yeah, so it's good to have it than not to have it, right? Oh man, it's like pretty dangerous, I think. Right? So yeah, not much damage, but it does give you good advantage and a very quick low launcher that nobody really sees. So yeah, that's both the 3 and the 4. Right? That's both of them. Yeah, but what's interesting that makes the 3 better though is the 3 is actually mid when the 4 is a high. Okay, so yeah, the 4 is 12 frames and it is actually a counter hit launcher by itself. Right, by itself it is a counter hit launcher, but the 3 is just a mid that goes into another mid if you want, a mid that goes into the hell sweep, you know, a mid that goes into charge setups. It's just better in that sense. But you know, do the faster high, do the safer mid, whatever you guys want to do. That's on you. But yeah, but that's both of those. Right, now we're gonna get into his actual launchers. Down, forward, 2, 3. I feel as though this move should be safe, the high, because it is a duckable high. You know, characters with duckable highs are normally like having their highs safe, but his is -11, so it's actually jab punishable. 21 damage. Most launchers are 20 if they're strong. His is 21. My rage is on, so that doesn't count. 21 damage, right? Yeah, 21 big damage from him. He has like no problems with like getting big damage on board. Yeah, like he has no problems with getting big damage on board. Yeah, it is a duckable high, and this is natural if the mid hits though. So the mid is 15 frames, and then the mid also has very stumpy range. From here it wouldn't work, but the high would, right? Yeah, so it's very stumpy. -11, and it does nothing in air. Let's see if we can prove that. See that? It doesn't like continue a float pattern, so you can like bound if you want. It doesn't do anything in the air, so just keep that in mind. I fell for that a few times, you know. Caught my opponent with this a few times in the air, and then it just does nothing. And then he has one of his best moves, which is back, forward, 4. Yeah, this move is everything. This move puts you right on your ass, you know. So yeah, Lei Wulong is pretty much scared of this guy from this move. This move is amazing. It gives you plus frames on block. Let's see if we can make him block. So he gives him +6 on block. It's 20 damage, which is big, right? Yeah, it's a high though, so it is duckable, but your opponent kind of have to expect you to do that. And then if they do, you can just do counter hit moves, right? Whatever counter hit moves you want, right? That 3 right there, if it's a counter hit, then the second one's guaranteed. Well, I didn't do a second one, but it's guaranteed for big damage also, right? Yeah, that's 62. Jeez, right? Yeah. So yeah, this move is great. This move is very good. Gives you plus frames. Yeah, very advantageous to do randomly. It is slow at 18 frames, you know. I've seen a lot of people's punishment guides that's like -18. Okay, use that. But I'm like, what's really -18? A rage drive? Then you could just game them by doing anything, you know. I don't think that really counts, like, right? So yeah, this is like a really strong move though. Yeah, it's also a homing move. So let's see if we can show that with Lei Wulong real quick. We're going to reset his that. Okay, so what he's gonna do is he's gonna jab and then he's gonna sidewalk. Okay, just to show that it is a homing. Let's get started on that. Catches him. Let's give him a little bit more time to walk. Catches him. You guys see that, right? So it's actually a full homing move. So yeah, it doesn't really look like it, but yeah, it is. Very far range too. Yeah, this move definitely needs to be in your inventory. Yeah. Next we have his orbital punch. Most orbitals are kicks. Steve has an orbital punch, and so does he. His orbital punch is very far, and this is gonna be the most ironic sentence I ever say. It's very far, but it's also very stumpy range. I know it doesn't make any sense, but a lot of times when I try to hit, it just whiffs, right? But it's still very far, so I can't be mad. Yeah, but it is very stumpy range. I don't quite understand it myself. But it's also 20 damage. You'll see that a lot with his launchers. 20 damage mid. Yeah, 20 damage mid, and it actually low crushes. If your opponent swings, you see that he does jump in the air, right? There are random situations. Let's say if you break the wall or break floor break or something, and then you just want to spike him down. You can do that with the orbital, right? Let's see if we can show something like that. Wow, how did I mess that up? You can spike him down, right? And then that gives you nothing guaranteed, but it gives you OKI. You probably can get a down 4 or whatever. But yeah, it just does that, you know. But since this is the airborne move, look at his status. It says airborne. All that time you can be jabbed out of the air, right? It takes very long for this move to hit. This is 28 frames. So yeah, very slow move. Very slow move. Very stumpy, and it does get hit in the air very often. So keep that in mind. You know, yeah, Gigas might not be able to get a real float unless he just does jabs, but everybody else can definitely float combo you. So yeah, that's pretty bad. Now we're gonna get to his other stuff. This is his unblockable setups, right? 1, 2, 4, and then 1, 2, 4, the 3. That's a natural launcher, right? I mean, obviously they can't block, but yeah. That's a natural launcher. At wall, definitely a natural launcher. He is a monster at the wall, right? Anything that's charge setup, it's guaranteed at the wall if you just land it, right? For instance, look how far this pushes you back. Anytime that pushes you back that far, the whole animation will wall splat you. Bang. See that? He was pretty far to the wall, but it still wall splat him. Yeah. So this is his other charge move. His back 2-1, right? That's a high natural. He has high low, right, for mix up. But if you want to go for his mid, his charge setup, that's hold the 1. And when you hold the 1, yeah, you either get a natural launcher, or you get that the block stun, and then it pushes them back, maybe hit wall, and then you get it. You know, so very good for that either way. Yeah, so that's his 2, and now he actually has the same thing as the 1, 2, right? 1, 2, 4, right? 1, 2, 4, 3, 4. But this one is just minus the 1, so he has 2, 4. Same thing. 2, 4, 3, 4. Same thing. Another charge setup. Yeah, so another charge setup. Big damage, pushes you. And this one, pay attention to the difference in the stuns. So this pushed far, right? So that gives you a far wall splat. These gives you high wall splats. You see the knee? I'm glad it missed right there, just to show you guys how linear this move is. But yeah, one gives you very far wall splats, and then the knees gives you very high wall splats. So yeah, that's the difference in his. You see that will be a far one because it pushes you very far, you know. But yeah, so that's that. That was the 2. Now we're going to get onto the 3, 4, 3, which is that one, right? I just alluded to it. This one will give you a far wall splat. I mean, it's so close to the wall. Obviously, it was going to connect, but you know, just to let you guys know. Yeah, so they're all mids, right? Yeah, all big damage. You got to actually like catch it early, right? But yeah, they're all mids, and they all wall splat, gives you stuff like that. This is also one of his setups, right? Now we're gonna go to another launcher from this also, but it is the reverse of that. This move is very linear, right? So now we have that. We have his bound move. This is also a natural launcher, and it is because it's linear, right? Because the charge move is linear, you need to mitigate that by having a homing move. So this is actually a homing move. Full homing move actually gives you plus frames on hit. I mean on block. Let's see if we can do that. Right there, you see it? +6. Yeah, it gives big damage by itself. Yeah, it gives big damage by itself. Again, 20 damage. You know, this one is a high though, duckable high. Yeah, so it's a duckable high. And yeah, still very good though, because people are going to be scared of this, you know. So if you just combine it with that, give them a hard time, especially at the wall. What are they supposed to do against these charge setups? They have to sidestep. So if you sidestep, you're gonna get caught by that, you know. Definitely gonna get caught by that. Bang, right there. You get wall, right? And then yeah, he is a scary beast at the wall. Like he would just keep abusing you if he really wants to. Yeah. Interesting thing about this is his magic 4 is actually a homing move. It's not on the count. It is a counter hit, so it should be in the counter hit section. But we're going to talk about it right now because he actually has charge setups from this too. So this is magic 4. Let's put that on his magic 4. You see that he is airborne. You actually does have you actually can get a guaranteed move from that. Let's just put his counter hit on because I'm tired of doing that. Right, he actually does have a counter hit from this, but you have to commit to the knee. Yeah, there's no way that you can see it and just do it. Right, so you have to actually commit to the knee. Yeah, but the reason why I mentioned this is because he has a charge setup from here too. See that? This is 4, 3, and then back to 4. Yeah, so he actually has another charge setup from here. So I figured I'd put this in this section. Alright. But yeah, his magic 4 does counter hit. Very big damage. Right. Very big damage, whatever you want to do. Very crazy. So yeah, this is his magic 4. Yeah, yeah, definitely good, right? Definitely do that, you guys. But it is worse than other magic 4s, even though it's like big damage. You guys saw that. 86, very far wall travel. It is worse than other ones because they could commit to just like 1-4, right? When he has to commit to both, and when he does this, the knee, he's actually vulnerable, right? You can get jabbed out of that, you know. So yeah, that was that. And then now is his 4-3-2 series. Oh man, you guys. So I'm glad counter hit is on because his 4-3-2 series is broken. Very good. So his 4-3 is 17 frames, right? But you see that he's airborne from the 2. So when he's airborne from the 2, you actually have guaranteed things that you can do. That's a launcher. See that? This is the 4-4, right? So he has many different options from here, and they all counter hit in different ways. This is the regular 4, right? And then, or you can just go really easy on yourself and just do the homing 4-4. That also counter hits, right? And then what's beautiful about this is if they block it, you're at plus frames. Remember, this move gives you plus frames, right? This move gives you plus frames. So if they try to swing back, then you just keep doing it, you know, or whatever you want to do. And then the first move is a mid knee too. So yeah, very good, very good. But he also has his punch one, right? He also has his punch one, and that's actually a launcher also. There we go. Big crazy damage, crazy damage. Yeah, so all of his extensions from here, you guys just saw the 3 extensions that I gave for combo. Right? Wow, this one's pretty weird. I don't know why I'm not getting it. But yeah, they all do a combo. Very far and everything. So yeah, they all give combos. So yeah, his forward 3 series is very strong. Forward 3-2, and then if you want, you can just do that by itself. Just don't do anything. If you pressure your opponent enough with this, they'll start blocking the last hit. Because why would they stay there for that? You know. Yeah. So there's a lot of things that you can do. They all counter hit in some way. Right. Yeah. So this string is very good, but the second move has to like hit you out of the air. Like, look at the first move. It pushes him back, and he's back in the air. He's back on the ground, right? But the second move, if you commit, he floats. Yeah, so the second move floats. Right. So yeah. Let's see what we have next. He has the down 3-4 series, right? So this is 3-4, 3-4. Another charge setup. Now, look at this one. This one is the knee, right? Oh, why am I not doing it? This one is the knee, so it's a high wall splat. Yeah, so that's the difference between that, and he also has his while standing, right, too. This one also gives you a the launcher from here, right? I mean, you don't even need it. I don't even know why I did that. It just gives you the guaranteed anyways, right? The 2, the second move from the 2, but then he also has 4-3 from that, right? Another charge setup. So yeah, this dude is all about charge setups. I don't even know how many I gave you guys, probably like 5 or 6. Yeah, so from his while stand, he can actually do that too. Yeah, keep that in mind. But now his actual launcher again, I'll keep counter hit on because we're about to talk about counter hits anyways. Yeah, his other while standing launcher is actually a launcher, which is his 3, right? His 3 is 20 damage. This is counter hit. It's 20 damage, 15 frames. This is everything like a normal launcher. This is -13, mid, knee, jumping, airborne, right? So you can get floated, right? But yeah, good damage, very good wall carry, right? So yeah, this is his actual full launcher, no gimmicks, no nothing. Right, so yeah, that's from the while standing. What else is a launcher? His hell sweep. His second hell sweep is a full launcher also. Yeah, if I can get it. Wow, okay. Right there, it's the actual launcher. Right, guaranteed launch. So yeah, the second move of the hell sweep is launch punishable though. Yeah, so the second move is launch punishable. But yeah, so this is what he have. The first move, counter hit launches. We'll get to that. So yeah, they both do something. Right. Okay. So now we're gonna get onto his sidestep 4. Yeah. So his sidestep 4, it's a mid launcher, 20 damage, not 24. This is counter hit. Right, so 20 damage. It was -13, I think. Yeah, it's -13. And yeah, he's airborne for a very little bit. I don't really think they can get anything out of it. So it does have a single frame-ish of crushing, but you know, that's whatever. Right, 20 damage is a knee. It's very fast. You just throw it out of nowhere. I've been sidestepping and doing this. But I don't know why I shouldn't just sidestep and just do the knee, right? Just a little bit quicker. Already launches from the first hit. right? Just does everything. So yeah, his sidestep 4, and now you have his Maelstrom. His Maelstrom actually blocks highs. I mean blocks punches. Let's see if we can show that real quick. We're going to give him 1 punch and then double punch. 1 punch and then double punch. Okay. I don't know why that didn't work. Come on, man. Come on, man. There you go. Can't be too close to his hitbox, I guess. But yeah, it timed correctly, it actually does eat up the punch. You guys saw this during the trailer, right? I'm not really gonna get too much into that because, yeah, it's very time specific. But yeah, so his Maelstrom does actually grant a launcher, right? Yeah, so that's that. Now his vicious uppercut. His vicious uppercut is 4 for 1 plus 2. It is a regular 20 damage, not 26, right? 4 for 1 plus 2. It is mid. Let's see how far I can get with this move right here. This is like Noctis range for like his forward 2, right? I guess that didn't work, but very close to it anyways. You know, very, very, very close. Like his range is absurd. Yeah, his range is absurd. Yeah, but this move is not safe by any means. It's minus 14. But extremely far. Definitely got to keep it. You know, this also hits ground. If Lei Wulong just lays on the ground, this hits him on the ground. You know, so yeah, it has multiple functions. Yeah, it's a very good move. I definitely use it a lot, even though it is very punishable. I definitely do dabble with this move. If you guys watch the videos that I put out, yeah, I do that a lot. Now we're gonna get to his counter hit moves. These are all moves that, in one way or another, give counter hits. So you guys remember his Magic 4, right? Right, his Magic 4. You have to commit to the knee, right? So yeah, by itself, nothing guaranteed from there. Maybe if they don't get up, you get that, but nothing guaranteed. So if you want a Magic 4 combo, you have to do the knee, right? Which is 3-4. Right, so you have to do the knee. Yeah, so it is 12 frame high, 16 damage, both by itself. Yeah, let's count counter hit because that's when you get the combo anyway. So it's 27. Right. So secondly, you have your 2-4, and then 3-1. Right. That elbow is actually a counter hit. Anytime his elbow like this is a counter hit. He has like a couple of these. So yeah, anytime you get the elbow, it's a counter hit. Right. But I didn't even think about that. The second hit of the 2-4, is actually the Magic 4. So you can actually do that, huh? Huh. Well, we learning together, you guys. We learning together. All right, so his elbow and the Magic 4 from the 2 actually will work, but the 2 can't connect. This is the information I knew before this. Okay. All right. So yeah, his Magic 4, and yeah, anytime there's this elbow, it counter hits. He has a couple of these. Right. Next you have one of his best counter hit moves, I would say, which is his 3+4. The reason why it's so good is mainly for damage. Right? Look at that, 32 by itself for counter hit. Look at that damage. That's 100, you know? Crazy. No rage, no nothing. That's just 100. So yeah, it's a mid. It's like Brian's, right? I forgot what this was on block, so let's check that out real quick together. It is safe. It is -9 on block. Wow. Yeah, but it is very slow. It's very stumpy and slow. But combined with this, which gives your opponent plus frames, which gives you plus frames, anything like these, you know, this doesn't seem that bad in comparison, because it's 18 frames, yes, but when you're at +6, right, this becomes 12 frames basically. You get what I'm saying? So your opponent can still jab out of it, but if they do anything else, they're pretty much gonna get clipped. You know, and if they do a 12 frame and you trade, okay, you could trade that all day, you know. Yeah, so this move is very good, very good. Now you have his back 3, right? You have his back 3, and one of his issues is linearity, right? He's very linear, but with a far range homing move, that mitigates a lot of it. It's not as good as Jin's, right? It's not as good as Jin's, but it's still very good. It's pretty bad on whiff though, because you can see it with his long legs. But yeah, it's what he has, so he has to take it. Yeah, this move is safe, I believe. Yeah, it's -7. It's safe. It's safe. Counter hit launches. Right. Has a lot going on for this move. I definitely throw it out randomly in the neutral. So yeah. Definitely shit too. It's very good. But it is a duckable high. It's a homing move, so yeah, all that. Now you have, remember when I mentioned his forward 2 extension? Yeah, I'm just gonna reiterate that because this is the counter hit section. Anything you want to do from here, it counter hits. He has many different extensions and they all counter hit. Right? So yeah, all of these counter hit. Right? So they all seem to counter hit. Just showing you guys the combo again. I don't know why this combo is like really messing with me. There you go. But I got it now. Thanks, you guys. The support was real, you know. So yeah, this forward 3, everything counter hits. By itself also, you can still get the counter hit launcher from that too. So everything counter hits. Right, everything counter hits. So yeah, this move is pretty annoying and dumb. Stop here. Stop here with the 1. Stop here with the plus frames. Stop here with the regular knee. Yeah, it's just super annoying. Super annoying. The last move of his triple crush actually counter hits. That's this move. You guys see that all the time on wall, right? The first 2 are very good, and the last move gives you a full counter hit launcher, right? So the last move gives you a full counter hit launcher. So you can do this just to like scare your opponent all day. I love doing this at the wall. Just the 1, 2, or just 1, and then just bang. You know. Yeah, it's very good. His wall travel, almost wall to wall. Chris Brown song. You know. And then lastly, for his counter hit moves, he actually has his hell sweep, but not the elbow is a natural launcher, right? We've talked about that during the natural launchers, but the counter hit properties of the hell sweep also launches. If the low counter hits, it launches. So yeah, no matter what extension you're at, right, it counter hit launches. So yeah, this low you're generally never gonna do it by itself because you're not gonna expect a counter hit, but it does counter hit sometimes. And yeah, when you do, you can expect him to give you like a pretty bad time. Yeah, This is all of his launchers and his counter hit launchers. Alright, you guys, so we are back, and we are going to talk about moves that are like special properties, homing moves, screw moves, power crushes, you know, wall bounces, stuff like that. So we're going to talk about all of that, and normally during the guides I would go to like moves that go into stances or moves inside of his stances right now, but FAHKUMRAM don't have any. You know, he just has like a weird stutter thing. Yeah, he just has a weird stutter thing. Nothing regarding stances. So he has no stances, people. So let's just go straight into the special properties. First, we're going to talk about all of his wall bounces. All of them. Only one. He only has one wall bounce. You guys see how far that was? Kazumi is, oh man, he jumps at you, you know? Yeah, he like jumps at you. So yeah, this is his wall bounce for 1+2. He harasses you at the wall pretty easily. He can probably wall bounce that. Right. So yeah, yeah, his wall bounce is crazy. He only has one, and it's for 1+2. The range is amazing. It is mid. And the thing about this is this move is safe. This move is completely safe. Right, so this move is completely safe. Even though he jumps at you, pretty much leaps at you, he is not airborne. You guys can see the status is literally standing, right? He's not airborne. And on block, this is -7, so it is completely safe. Yeah, very good, very good. So that's his wall bounce. Next, we're going to talk about his power crushes, and he also only has one of these. Right, this is for 3+4. Yeah, so 3+4 is -12, so you're gonna eat a small punish, right? You're gonna eat one of those. It's 25 frames startup, right? Gives a knockdown on hit. On wall, it wall splats, as you guys can see, and is a mid, right? And then lastly, this actually gives pretty good Oki, especially by wall. So look at her head. It goes backwards, you know what I mean? She can't kick you, she just has to roll to the side, she has to figure it out, you know? And if she's in like a position like that, this actually hits you, okay, so the angle is different, but this actually hits you when you're rolling away, as you can see, right? So this also hits you while they're doing that. So this is great to just spam at the wall, you know? Yeah, and pretty good wall splat. Right. So, next we're going to talk about his homing moves. Some of his homing moves I moved to his screws also, because he has multiples of everything, right? So this is when you're starting to get a glimpse of how strong he is as a character. The first thing is his raise drives. Those are homing moves. Also screw moves, you know, but we're just going to leave it at one or the other, right? Because he has so much of both of them, we're just going to like half-half. So yeah, his raise drives, both of them, the 3 or the 4, is a yeah, screw, right? Is a homing move, and yeah, really fast, gives an actual launcher, right? Gives an actual launcher, unseeable low, 24 frames, right, to start up. Not much damage, I'd say, but with wall, anything with FAHKUMRAM with wall is completely okay. Now you have his 1, 2, 4, and then 3, 1. There you go. His elbow is actually a homing move. It's also a screw, because, you know, I just said it. Everything that he does is like multiples. Yeah, by itself. Let's see if we can do that. Is also a counter hit move. Right, so yeah, that does that. It's a high though, but it is safe. -4. -4 right there. Right. Yeah, and it's his screw. 20 damage. Yeah, pretty good move. Pretty good move. It is important to know that that also works with like this. right? If you do that. This thing that I talked about during the counter hit section. I don't know why I can't get this move. I don't know why. But yeah, so that actually screws there. And he has many of these elbows. So another one of the elbows is instead of the 1-2-4, he could just do the 2-4 and then go right into it. Yeah. So the 2-4 can go right into it also. Same property, same elbow. Everything is the exact same. And then he has the 4-3-1. So you could just forget the 2 altogether. Interesting thing about this is his magic 4, right? So remember when I said you had to do this? Oh, I have rage on, so it does that. Let's turn rage off now because I already talked about his properties. Yeah, but you guys remember when I said that, right? He actually does have another magic 4 combo. It's very weak, right? Something like that. But he actually does have another magic 4. If his magic 4 connects, that also connects. I wish they would give him like a better angle, but you can't be picky. Like he has that, so you know. Also, that's the same elbow, right? So the exact same properties, and yeah, it gives you a weaker magic 4. Next, we're going to go to his down 3-4, and then go back to 3-1. And with that elbow is the exact same properties also. Now we're going to get into his Thunder Shock, his Pikachu kick. And this is his back 3. Right? Most of his homing moves from like are counter hit launchers. This is no exception. This is also a counter hit launcher. Right? So yeah, his Thunder Shock, it is safe. I think it's -7. Let's just check that out real fast. -7. All right. Yeah, so it's -7, 16 frames. It's high, but it's safe. So yeah, it's pretty good. Regular hit right there. It gives a knockdown. At the wall, he's very scary. You want to sidestep him. It gives you a wall splat. Right. Gives you a wall splat, and yeah, you can go for big damage after that. And on hit, it is a counter, and on counter hit, it is a counter hit launcher for massive damage. All right, now you have his his Thor's Hammer. That's not what it's called, but it is basically called that. It's the Stormbringer. 4-4-4. 4-4-4 is also a homing screw, right? Counter hit. Pretty much gives the same thing, just a knockdown. Right? And it is a mid, but you can go for a mid into another stutter mid. All you gotta do is press the 1 instead. Do the 4, hold it, and then press 1. Right? And this right there is a counter hit launcher. Right? So yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, it's kind of irrelevant for a whiff. I mean, for a screw, right? Because like, how are you gonna run up and do that anyways, right? With his combos, that's kind of hard. But he does have a mix-up, which is his Hell Sweep. This is how you do his Hell Sweep from far away. You do the forward, 4, but then you press 3, 2 instead, and you just go right into the Hell Sweep. Yeah. So this is how you do his Hell Sweep from far away. I will argue it's easier than Kazuya's, right? Oh man, Kazuya players must love him. So yeah, yeah, that's his homing move section. Now we are going to get to his screws, and remember, half of them also were a part of the homing, so I kind of just half them and half this one. The most important screw, 3-4-4, because take a look at this. Let's just do that real fast. 49. Oh wait, let's do the whole combo. Let's do the whole combo. 58, right? And now for this one, 57. So this is also easy to do. It's also very far range, right? And the second move is a counter hit, right? So it's definitely what you need to do. This, and it gives you one more damage. It's like, why not do it? It's not harder to do by any means, right? You just press 3 and then 4 twice. That's it, and you get it every single time. Very easy. So yeah, it is a high. It's a homing. Also, it does everything. This move gives you plus frames on hit. You guys see +6 right there, right? +6 means you ain't doing nothing to me, right? And yeah, it's a natural launcher, right? Yeah, so that's everything for there. The 3 is actually very far range also, so that kind of beats the down for 1, even though they're both good in their own way, right? Yeah, so that's that. Now, what other of this does he have? Because if you guys remember, he has a lot of these, right? He has a lot of the elbows, so he's definitely gonna have a lot of these too. Now, which one does he have? He has the forward 3-2 and then 4-4. You guys remember this is also a counter hit combo, right? Right, that's also a counter hit combo. So yeah, it's the exact same move, high plus frames, right? He also has his wall standing too, 4-4. Same thing. The exact same moves, like they kind of just copy the same moves and just keep going again. Screws, and I already talked about it, but we're just gonna mention it one more time. This is actually useful at wall, because there are times at wall. Let's see if we can do that. This keeps her at wall. You could probably still get combo off of that, right? Right, you can still combo off of that, but if you do this, the 3, you're not gonna get anything generally if you're close to the wall. That has to be pretty far, right? But it is annoying if they're standing at wall, because if they're standing at wall, they have to choose between a mix-up, right? Because this is gonna hit them anyways, just by itself. That's gonna wall splat them anyways, or this is gonna wall splat them anyways. So yeah, so they kind of have to choose between sidestepping or getting hit by the guard break. Yeah, so that's a very, very strong thing to worry about, right? Yeah, so that's all of his screws, and also most of them were like in the homing section. Just to reiterate. Now for special properties, we're gonna talk about what I just mentioned right there, which is his guard breaks. We're gonna talk about all the things that like go into his guard breaks. All right, so now you have your 1-2-4, right, and then the 3-4. Guard break, right? Pay attention to the knee. The knee is actually very high. That gives a high launcher. All right, so that also gives a high wall splat. Right, so that gives a high wall splat. Yeah, and it's a natural launcher, right? If you just get hit by that by itself. It gives a natural high launcher. And now next, what else does this knee do, right? It also goes for the 2-4 into that. So the 2 actually does it too, right? Same properties, is like a pretty high wall splat. You actually didn't want to do that combo anyways. You want to go for that. Right. So yeah, this knee gives a very high wall splat. Also gives high combo. Right. You also have his 4-3-4. His magic 4 combo, right? Yeah, so it's the quickest way to get into his guard break. Very consistent, right? If on block, you get the down 4. Let's see if we can do that. Bang, you get those for free. Anytime it's like one of these high knees, you get the down 4. Yeah, they can't do anything about that. Yeah, so the down 4 is guaranteed during the high knees, right? Yeah, now you have your down 3-4, 3-4. same thing, same knee, gives the high combo, everything like that. Same move, same move. Most of these are the exact same moves, except they're just in different strings, right? Now you have your 3-4-3. This is a different guard because it's not. Look at this one. This one moves high up. This one moves far over. So what this means is if you're closer to the wall, right? I can't believe I just messed that up. But if you're closer to the wall, then that just kind of breaks them early, right? This wall splats them farther. Anytime it is a guard break that's far, it does it farther. So yeah, that is that, right? It wall splats them farther. It is mid, 25 frames, right? Yeah, and then look how slow this frame is. 36 frames, you guys. Oh man. Wow, how do you pick that up with Kazumi? I'm not sure. I thought that was it. Gotta figure that out. Maybe it doesn't work on females. I haven't tested that. Yeah, so that's his 3-4. This is his long ones, right? But what else does he have? He has his 3-2 and then 4-3. Same move, right? What else is the same move? You have his wall standing 4-3. Wow, that really does not work on Kazumi. Huh. I wonder if that's a bug. Yeah, so they're the exact same moves, right? All gives a very far wall splat. And he actually has one more, which is kind of different from the rest. Notice everything has been knees or legs. This one, right, is actually his hands. This is back 2-1. Right, pushes you straight to wall. Right, so the first 2 hits are natural, gives a knockdown. High, 14 frames. Right, this is the only guard break that works with his hands. Everything else is straight up with his legs. You guys notice how far that wall splat is? You know, when you charge it, it turns into a mid. He also has a low extension, right? If it's no charge, it's natural, and that's kind of what it is. Yeah. So that's that. The only exception, you know what I mean? Comes out at 14 frames. Now for the next interesting thing, we're done with his most of his special properties. We're going straight to his grab. Right, his grab gives you a wall combo for 72 guaranteed damage. Let's put Rage on real fast just to show you guys. Alright, let's get her close to the wall. Alright, let's get her close to the wall. Let's show the damage potential of this guy. Oh, wow. One more time. Wow. Wow, this is just not working out for me, huh? That's 94 damage. If you get a wall grab, you could do his mid jab into it. Works just fine. That's probably not gonna wall splat. Yeah, it's not. But yeah, it works just fine. Or you can do the 3-1. 3-1, don't do anything else. Wait a little bit and then just raise drive. Alright, and it works. It's a much more damage, you guys. That's from a grab at the wall. That's basically more than Gigas's, and Gigas's is made to do that. Alright, so now another special property that he has, this is the last 2, are going to be his back 3-4. Back 3-4 parries kicks. Basically it. You know, if your opponent sees you doing that, they're gonna mess you up. But this is in the trailer, right? It blocks kicks, and it gives an animation. Let's see if we can do Kazumi to do something real fast, right? We're gonna do a jab, and then that. All right. Start record. We're gonna do that. Okay. Let's get her to do that. Bang, bang, bang. Kazumi. Who you talking about? You know. So yeah. So that does that, and then he also has the punch. Let's reverse this. Right. She has right there. He eats that up. Yeah, so he eats that up. That's also a special property. It's a pretty interesting move, right? So yeah, this has been his special properties section. It's a good thing for me that we don't have to worry about his stances. So yeah, look out for the next stance. I'm at the next section. Alright, you guys. I was gonna do a combo section on his stage, but his stage is way too small. Like it is not accommodating for FAHKUMRAM at all. You know? So we're just gonna pick Violet Stadiums or Violet whatever, I can't remember. But yeah, so we're gonna do the Violet stage. And yeah, so this is normal combo. Crazy damage, 50% gone. But you can also do his down 4-1 instead. Right, that's the full combo, 72. And so this actually does more damage. At 73, right? It does one more damage, but it's much more inconsistent by wall. So generally you want to do this by wall. That one, right? The screw. To get to wall, you can do 4-4-1 plus 2. That gets him to wall really, really comfortably. Or, right? Well, not that. Or, you do your running, just a running move, and then you just hold forward, 2-1. This pushes them to wall every time. This also works if you just do with a stutter right here, pretty far, right? So yeah, so this is his bread and butter. And then you can, how far the wall is, you can push him there. I mean, I knew I wasn't gonna make that, but you know, yeah, that works. Generally, you want to go for this if you want to go for farther carry, or for infinite walls, no walls, you know, because there are gonna be a lot of times when this messes you up by wall, but this almost never will. So yeah, that's that. So yeah, that was for that. He actually has wall combos too. Let's get this old man to the wall. That's gonna be the wall combo you generally use. He has a wall grab that's very... Oh, I caught him on the side. But yeah, but very good on the wall. You can do your wall combo. Alright, that works sometimes. But yeah, if you get wall splats, there are plenty of things that you can do with him. Right. You can just quickly sidestep and then just go for whatever you want to do. Alright, make sure you guys get the sidestep combos down. When you wall splat somebody, mainly on the sides, you get combos, you know. I guess I should get him down too, huh? But yeah, so this is generally what you go for with his combos. His wall combo is very inconsistent, but he also has this on the wall. This is something that you can do. That 4-piece. Somehow the cameraman pushed me onto the side. Let's do that. It flops him back that way. So yeah, that move is also very good. yeah, this has been his general combos. Now, if you get him on a completely high combo, right? You generally want to go for that. You want to go for his up forward 4. And then just the same thing. You just skip this. You just skip the back one. Right. So yeah, so this does 25, but you can also just do a normal delayed jump kick. If that's your cup of tea. Right? So yeah, you actually can do that also. Yeah. That's for that, but also for his 4-4-1+2, you do this same thing. So you do this, but you skip that. You don't do that because this is gonna make it inconsistent. Let me show you guys. See that your 4-4-2 misses. It misses every time. So yeah, you want to just do that, and then you just want to skip that the back one. So that's that. But I will say this, and this is just an extra like little spicy stuff for you guys. You know, if you guys want to go for even more damage, there's actually a way to. By starting with the forward 3. I haven't really seen too many people do it. Right. Right. It's actually possible. More damage. Yeah, so from the whole combo, I think it does 75 compared to the this combo, which does 72. So it actually does more damage. Forward 3, back 1, stutter, go for the screw, and then pick him on wall. I'm getting it consistently, but yeah, you got to practice it a little bit. It's pretty quick. He basically has to stay in the air the whole time like that. But yeah, that's more damage. And then imagine if I had rage, right? 114. Oh yes, crazy damage. Yeah, practice it if you guys want, but generally people are just gonna go for that. Which is 111. Not bad, right? Almost similar, but I'd figured if you guys really want to, you guys can learn the stronger one, right? Oh yeah, spike him down. So from this also, same combo. Right. Yeah, so same combo. From these, you can screw by itself. Let's put the rage off, but let's put counter hit on. So from the 3-4, I mean the 3-2, you can just combo from a down 4-1. From the 4-4, it combos naturally. Let's put him off of the second hit. This combos naturally. Right, and then this one is that annoying one that for some reason I can't do. For some reason, like, I can do it regularly, right? But, alright, so let's see. Oh yeah, this, when it goes up here, you can just do the down 4-1. Or, you can just go for that. Right? The 3-4-4 works also. Now for this, there you go. And then it picks up. Yeah. Yeah, so that combos. Perfectly combo. So yeah, this, you can combo from anywhere as long as it's counter hit. Yeah, a little bit of practice definitely helps. Right, a little bit of practice always helps, and everything else you can just use his the same combo. So same combo. Right, same combo, Everything else is pretty much the exact same combo. So yeah, just make sure you practice your down forward, your forward 3-2s, because this by itself combos, that combos, and then that also combos. Everything combos. So yeah, just make sure you guys. The only thing to really concern yourself about is that one, because once it comes to here, just make sure you get that. But even if you don't, this still works anyways. Right? It still works anyways. So you're not gonna lose out on much damage. Right? So yeah, this has been his combo section. Alright, you guys, now we are going to get into setups and stuff like that. Before I begin, let me just say, with setups, what you give up is some sort of concrete damage. You'll give up your 72, right? Just so, like, you can probably get a little bit more, right? Right, like right there, I did not get it. But yeah, so what you give up is a little bit more damage. Right, I mean, I did that completely wrong, but yeah. This is what the setups mean, right? Should work sometimes. If they're back rolling, right? It should catch them. So yeah, when you're doing setups, that's one of the things that you would mess up. So yeah, let's get into it. First of all, that right there was his normal combo, 72. What you can do is just flop them back that way, and then they have to choose how to get up. If they lay on the ground, opponents. All right, so for right here, let's check out the damage first. You have 64, less than the 72. Okay, by 8 damage. So what you can do, if they lay on the floor, you get 15. So that's added on to the 64. So that would be more damage than the 72, right? If they lay on the floor, yeah, you can just keep doing this non-stop. This hits grounded, so you can just keep doing this non-stop. But if you catch this on them while they're rolling back, right there, you can actually launch them. So let's see if we can do that. Right. Slightly delayed. Well, right there was a hit, but that's still pretty good, right? You can get a full launch. Full double combo. So yeah, that's what happened when they roll back. Most people think that they're safe when they roll back, so yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, so when you end the combo with this, the back one, you're always in better Oki range. You guys see that? Get a double combo basically. So yeah, that's actually very good. Next, what I like to do is, you guys see this move? Let's show you guys. Where's the data? Player info. This is actually 0. Oh, actually, he has to block it. That's actually 0. But pay attention to Heihachi. He crouches down. So he's actually basically at -1. Right? Because he has to get up. So what this means is, by the time he gets up, I can just do a jab. Right? And I can counter hit him if he swings at me. Because the jab is 10 frames. And the fastest thing you can do while crouching is 11. Right? So, since we're both equal, if he's doing 11 and I'm doing 10, I'm going to beat him. You can stay on the ground and do sissy low kicks, do dick jabs or whatever. They work, right? But generally, if they're attacking you in any get up position, you're going to win. So, you can counter hit him with jabs. Unless if like you want to aim for bigger stuff, you know. If they're crouching to do the orbital. Right. So yeah, that works too. But yeah, so yeah, very good. If they're at wall, go for this one. You wall splat. Next, you guys, at wall, you generally do this, right? But what I found out is after you do 2, they always block. So just a little small gimmicky thing is the moment you do that, just go straight for a grab. You get a re-wall splat, and then you don't even have to finish your wall combo. They're gonna get up, you know what I mean? And when they get up, you do whatever you want to do, just go right into that. Little small thing, but you know, I enjoy it. And if they do duck, you have plenty of options to like abuse them for blocking, right? Because even if they do get up and try to block your or duck your high, you can still just do the knees anyway, and the knees are double mid and they're guaranteed. So yeah, it forces them to stand up. Once they stand up, you can just keep doing the same thing over and over again, or get the last counter hit if you want. If you keep spamming it, they'll get annoyed of it, you know. Yeah, so that is actually something that you can do also. Now we're gonna talk about things that like his raise drive can get into. Figure like why not, right? So his raise drive after this, you guys saw it from the trailer, 65, right? The max that this can go for is with rage, that's 53. Without rage, that's 49. So yeah, this is actually 49. But yeah, you can go for this. But you can also do it from this. You can actually do it from the 3-4. This pushes them back, so then they can do that, right? But you have to slightly delay it, as you can see. And yeah, you get that too. And his raise drive actually ground breaks. You guys saw it from the trailer. Yeah, I tried. Oh, that would be sexy, you guys. That would be so sexy. Oh, it doesn't work. Interesting. Good to know. Right. So this actually, if they were closer because of wall, this would actually spike them down. And then you can get like whatever you want from guaranteed. If they get up, raise drive, you know, hell sweep, right? You can do whatever you want. When they're on the ground, just do that. Do these if they're on the ground, right? So you have a lot of options on the ground, and if they get up, bang, that clips them on wall. So yeah, this is actually a very good spike down tool by wall. But in the neutral, he actually does have another wall spike down move. Not wall, but spike down move. Bang. And then yeah, same thing as before. If he lays down, everything is pretty much up for grabs, right? If they lay down, he can do that infinitely if he wants to, right? Because this keeps hitting ground, right? See, this keeps hitting ground, and then randomly it catches you back turned. Also, you can go for stuff like that while you're staying in crouch. Down forward, down one, right? Down one goes into crouch, and yeah, he doesn't have many moves that hit ground. So as far as the low, this is his most scary one. These, right? They don't really do much. But yeah, let's put my opponent to face down. Right? These hit. That hit, right? This always hits, right? He doesn't really have many other moves that hit ground, but it's still a scary package. Not like Gigas, who can just 3 tantrum you, you know. But yeah, still very scary. So once you spike them down, you get guaranteed stuff if they lay down, if they stay down, you know. Generally, you want to go for like the 15 damage as a low. Right, so you go for 15 damage, or you go for the big boy, 19. So that's kind of your mix-up while they're laying on the floor. And you get that each time because of you spike them down. With this, close to wall, or with this in the neutral. And then yeah, you get them up in the air. So let's give an example of that. What? So let's give an example of that. Spike down, and then you get the free one. And that's them getting up, so they got clipped. Alright, so if your opponent actually wants to lay down and not get up instead, you get the free kit. And yeah, you guys notice how much damage that was? $70. Very close to it, but then you also get 15. 85. So yeah. Actually, no, it's not, right? Rage is on. Let's do full damage, sorry. 66 plus 14. That's 80. So it's still better than 72. But that's kind of my point. It either does 14 or 17, right? Alright, next I just want to... I saw this a couple of times online. I don't think it's very good because, as you guys can see right here, it's going to whiff. Right? But you actually can get the unblockable sometimes. It depends on how they wake up. And you actually can't continue your combo. You actually have to stop it right there, you know. But even when I sidestep, it whiffs. So let's see if I try to sidestep the other way. Oh, no. Let's see if I try to sidestep the other way. Yeah, it still whiffs, but yeah, this is actually possible. I'm not really sure how. You know, that should work. Oh, it whiffs too. But yeah, this is actually pretty possible. Oh. So what you need to do is you need to stop your combo. Yeah, and if you stop your combo, you actually get more. That's 35 plus 50. Yeah, so 84. If you stop your combo early, you get more damage out of this. I've seen it a couple of places online, and I don't think it's that great, but yeah, you know, you can connect it, you know. So yeah, he actually can do a refloat combo also. Requires like this, and then you can actually catch the ground off of that. So it requires the forward 3, right? He actually does have a float combo if they just lay on the ground. So the float combo goes forward 3, and then you go into this magic 4, right? And then once they're in that position, you can actually pick them up with this, another type of magic 4. Alright, so let's see that happen. Bang. Alright, so he actually does have a refloat combo. It's very inconsistent. Alright, it's very inconsistent, but it's actually possible. But the reason why I brought this up is actually it works more if they like let's say they roll to the side, right? That catches them like that. So yeah, this is just all on your gamble if you do want to aim for it, but it does work, right? So if they don't roll, then they get the refloat. Right, but you also can mess up and continue the combo right there. So this is actually very very bad for you unless you have really good inputs. And I never really tried to do this, right? But it as you guys can see, it does work. It was possible, right? Yeah, so it is possible, but yeah, just to give you guys yeah, probably could have just done the float and then do more shenanigans. So yeah, so this actually does give you a really good chance to do that if they get up. Because if they don't get up, or if they don't roll to the side, that's not guaranteed. Right. maybe some. No, that's a little bit too long. But yeah, so you can actually do that too. Right. Now let's say if they do a roll to the side or a kick. Let's make the wake up kick first. Right. What's gonna happen is you trade, but they eat 60 damage. So even if this works on a low, you trade. So yeah, pretty good, but overall it's still a pretty gimmicky combo, right? Because you're giving up so much for it. It's pretty much what you do after this, right? But yeah, so this has been FAHKUMRAM, the entire guide. You know, if there's more to it, I will definitely make a shorter video. He's still new, so there's still a lot that we have to figure out with this guy. I'm trying to figure out a way to get your opponent to stand up on the ground from the wall and then get back to like these charge setups. I haven't figured it out yet, but once I do, I'm going to make a video for you guys. But everything else, this has been the complete FAHKUMRAM tutorial. And actually, if you guys know, comment down below for me. Let me know, you know. But yeah, this has been the complete FAHKUMRAM tutorial. Everything about everything is on this guy. Is here, so yeah, let me know, you know. If you guys enjoyed the actual amount of work I put into it, you know, like, comment, and subscribe. Everything really helps. It just helps with the YouTube algorithm. This has been Stranger Danger from Silhouette Gaming. We are signing out. Peace and stay safe, you guys. See you guys on the next one.